Hi there, everyone. It's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Friday and happy November 1st. So before we get into today's projects, I just want to remind you that the Highland Heather Bunker is in need of campers. Next will be another color. I haven't decided on the next color group. So if you're interested in joining my stamp camp, make sure you follow the first link in the description box down below. That'll give you all the information. And it's basically like a hostess club where every month you make a purchase and then you get some stamping rewards and other goodies, etc. And today, November 1st, is when the Christmas Time is Here suite goes live for customers. So if you haven't already, make sure you watch the video I posted Tuesday. I am offering an exclusive class with this bundle for everyone that purchases this bundle by November 10th. Now, I encourage you to get your orders in today because I have a feeling this suite is going to sell out, and it's first come, first serve. So once it's gone, it's gone. So make sure that you get your orders in. All of that information is over on the blog. You can find that in the coordinating blog post down below as well. Okay, welcome back to another day of gift card holders. Today we are using this Night of Navy and the Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper, along with the gold shimmer ribbon that is actually from the Christmas Time is Here bundle. Isn't that so pretty? And then I'm also using Gorgeous Grape and then this Granny Apple Green paper from the 6x6 Designer Series paper stack. So all of the measurements will be over on the coordinating blog. There are a lot of them. So I just found this on Pinterest. I don't know who's the originator of it. This one and the one on Wednesday both came from Pinterest. I forgot to mention that then. There are like 50,000 of this of this tutorial, but I broke it down so it's a little bit simpler. The ones I found are like, whoa. So mine, I hope to have made them a little bit more simple for you guys. So there will be, it's broken up into the bottom of the box with all the dimensions for the cardstock, the white, and then the Designer Series paper. The same thing for the top and the same thing for the sides. Now, most of the tutorials I found, they only decorated one side of the thing. But just like I mentioned in, I think it was Monday's video, if you want to make these ornaments, I would go ahead and suggest that you decorate both sides. That way, if it gets twisted around, or, I mean, it's just nice to have both sides of it decorated. But if you want to send it in an envelope, that might make it a little bit heavier. But anyway, so yeah, that's my take on it. So every day this week, except for Monday, I've tried to give you something a bit more classic, a bit more not glamorous. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but classic, timeless. And then something a little bit more fun. So I almost went with Gorgeous Grape in either Bermuda Bay or Coastal Cabana, but I decided to go ahead and go with this Granny Apple Green. For one reason is because I have this gorgeous Granny Apple Green textured ribbon that's just delicious. It's so pretty. It also comes in Poppy Parade. But it's just so pretty and just so nice, and yeah. So this involved a lot of cutting, even more cutting because, again, I was making 2 of each. You don't have to do that. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys something a little bit more classical, timeless, traditional in a sense. Although this Wrapped in Plaid isn't necessarily too traditional. And then it's something a bit more fun and whimsical, which is really more my style. So can you believe it's November 1st? Can you believe that over the last 3 days, I've had 4 doctor's appointments? So I saw my surgeon on Wednesday the 30th. On Thursday, I saw my neurologist and my rheumatologist. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of just thinking about it. And then on Friday, I saw my PCP. Or I will be seeing them. I'm actually doing this voiceover on Sunday, but you guys are watching it on Friday. So talk about a ton of doctor's appointments. I will be sharing all of that, how it went over on my At Home with Misty channel. So if you're interested in following along with my post-op journey, you're welcome to go over there. But I'm doing great. I mean, I feel like I'm back to how I was before I herniated my disc back in June. So like back in May. But anyway, so yeah, just feeling good. Make sure you get signed up for that Christmas Time is Here class. There is a supply list. So this is one of the few times where I went ahead and did all of the designing ahead of time. That way I could supply a supply list, it's a product list. That way, if there was something that you didn't have, but that you wanted, you could go ahead and pick up. So I'm just going to glue everything together. My measurements for me were a little bit off. Like I said, some of the tutorials I found were just really, really hard to follow. So when you get to the project sheet over on the coordinating blog post, I fixed them, so they should be all correct. The main thing is, between the white and the designer series paper, this should be 1/8 of an inch. And then from the white to the cardstock should be 1/8 of an inch. So that should hopefully help you out there. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything adhered. This time I'm going to be using, right now I'm using snail. But when I get this adhered, starting adhering to the actual cardstock, I start to use liquid glue. So this is going to be the pocket where we slide in the top of the box. The gift card will actually adhere to the top of the box. So this is the bottom of our little gift card holder. So again, mentioned every video this week, tear and tape. You could also use, I think it's Tombow Extreme, which is also fast fuse. Stampin' Up! Private labeled that as fast fuse. So if you love that adhesive, and even though Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry it anymore, you can still get it as Tombow Extreme. Yeah. So peeling up the tearing tape, and then we are going to adhere together. Oh my word, I'm so sorry. I'm very yawny today. I'm kind of tired. Oh my word. That's the one thing that's been hard to get used to, is just trying to sleep at night, etc. So here I am adhering everything together with liquid glue. So one thing that I love about this wrapped in plaid is it reminds me of fall, and it is finally fall in Texas. In fact, it feels like we went from spring to fall to winter real quick. So for those of you who may not have known, or you may have heard on the radio or TV, I forgot to mention this on Monday, there was a tornado here last Sunday, so a week ago today. It was very, very close by, but luckily it turned. So it didn't actually come to our house. Thank goodness, because we already went ahead and got in our little shelter in the garage, and thank God Rob was home, because there's no way I could carry Roxy, because I'm on a 10-pound weight restriction as far as lifting, and she's like over 9 pounds, and then me trying to carry her and, try not to use my walker, because I'm still walking with the walker as I do PT. So yeah, but before I continue talking, let me go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensional adhesive to the front of this, and then adhere it down like that. That way it will go on and off the inside of the box, and that you can just adhere the gift card with a glue dot or a little bit of liquid glue, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to do these two different ways. The first one, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the ribbon around, and this is going to be how it closes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow. This, like I said, this ribbon is so good. This is one of those ribbons, kind of like the Sugar ribbon, where I wish Stampin' Up! Would come out with like all the colors, or all my favorite colors, or just all the brights. So anyway, yeah, so the tornado was kind of scary, and what was really scary is like Rob got home like 20 minutes before it happened, and he literally drove the path of it. So if he had gone, if he hadn't come home when he did, he would have been right in the middle of it. So talk about a freaked out fat girl at home. I was freaked out, just watching it, and was like, oh my word. But we were okay. Everybody's okay. Roxy's not scarred this time, so we survived. So we're good. A lot of people had a lot of damage. So it's going to be a while, but I was like, how often do we have tornadoes in October? And then Facebook has reminded me that the last 3 or 4 years we've had tornado warnings in October. So gotta love Texas weather, faux show. So I knew I wanted to punch out an ornament using this, the purple, the Gorgeous Great Designer Series paper. And then I wanted the tree out of gold glimmer paper. I decided to switch out the ornaments because this ornament ended up being too small for what I wanted it to do. And there I was showing you that you could take the to from the Snowman Season stamp set and stamp on the back of either one of those so you could put your to and from. But you don't have, I didn't do that and you don't have to. So there you can see that I went ahead and used the bigger one instead of the smaller one. It just fits a little bit better, and I'm attaching both of those with glue dots. So the one on the left is, it just slides out just like that, and the one on the right is closed with ribbon. So here are all the projects for the week. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this week. Don't forget to purchase your Christmas Time is Here bundle, and any of these cards are available for sale. Just hit me up and let me know. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. I will see you Monday for more cards. Bye for now.